Hi, it's Dale here from Wedding Help NI, and I'm at the beautiful Four Seasons Hotel in Monaghan, and we are in the Seasons Suite, and I am joined by Rebecca from Rebecca James Bridal.
Hi.
It's all changed up. Of course, you were Curvy Chic Bridal, and you've changed the name. How did that all come about? Tell us, I suppose starting out there, that's one of the things, so tell us that journey.
Yeah, so, I mean, over the last, even pre-COVID, sort of maybe 5, 6 years, 6, 7 years now, I suppose, we had been getting brides that were of varying different sizes, not just curve, who were interested in our dresses, but we didn't have them available for them because we specialised in curve sizing.
Yeah.
So we sort of, toyed with the idea over the years of maybe changing to more inclusive sizing, and ultimately we just sort of thought, okay, we're just going to try it and see what happens. And so now we have sizing from a size 4 to a 46.
Right.
We've still maintained our curve collection, so we haven't taken anything away, but we have added now in some smaller sizes, so we have that more inclusive size range. And so obviously Curvy Chic Bridal didn't really apply anymore. So we opted to go for Rebecca James Bridal, which was the existing name we already had for our own in-house brand. So it worked well.
How did you find that? Because that's, I'm sure, now stock there. How did you find that transition, I suppose, for a business to do that? Was that quite difficult? Or?
It was. It was obviously quite a bit of expense, having to then obviously buy in additional samples and things for everybody. And so probably why it took us a long time to really come to that decision, and obviously research different suppliers and things, because our suppliers had always been curve suppliers. And we wanted to be able to offer smaller size brides the same level of quality and everything that our curve brides were getting. So it took a lot of research and a lot of back and forth, and there's still things we're still figuring out, and we're still sort of ironing out the creases, and every now and then you'll realize, oh flip, we didn't even think about this, we have to do that. And but over time we're getting there, we're chipping away at it slowly, and we're starting to get a more and more diverse size range of brides now.
And for customers that maybe are new to our podcast, tell us a bit about your business, where it's based, and different things that you do offer.
Sure. Yeah. So we're based on the Hollywood Road, just opposite the old Strand Cinema, and which is in East Belfast. We do have brides travel to us from all over Ireland. We do still hold the largest collection of curve exclusive dresses. So even now that we have introduced a smaller size range, we still have our curve size chart and everything. So we've kept the sizing and things separate that way. We do mother of the bride, bridesmaid, bridal, and wedding guest occasion wear, all in our boutique on the Hollywood Road. And again, now from size 4 to 46.
Take us through the process. I know we've talked before, but take us through a process for a bride as well. The wedding dress is one of the most important things. Take us through that process for a bride, and from the start just to the finish, I suppose.
So we have, I would say, around 90% of our dresses on our website. We like to try and get everything up so brides can make an informed decision, see if there's dresses they like before coming to see us. We have a wish list option too, so they can add the ones they like and share those with us, the ones that they'd like to try. You can book your appointment online. We have a standard one-to-one bridal experience, and then we also have a curve bridal experience if you would like a curve-specific appointment. You can come on in and see us, and we just try loads of dresses on, really, and see what you might like, and sometimes it's what you don't like, and we can sort of figure out the way to the right dress for you. We also offer a wide range of customization. So say, Dale, you were to come in and be like, I would like a ball gown with a sleeve, and you fall in love with a ball gown that doesn't have a sleeve, we can get it made with a sleeve for you. So it means that we can really give brides a really bespoke experience. They're really being able to get a dress that they actually really love, not just, I do really like this one, I'd probably love it if it had sleeves, but it doesn't come with sleeves. We can always make those customizations. Once your order has been placed with us, we do keep in touch with you every few months via email, and we also offer a delayed measurement option too. So sometimes people come to us and they've just given birth and they're maybe not at the weight they think they'll be on their wedding day. And if we have time, we can delay their measurements and things like that. And then you come back in, you pick up your dress, and it's just how you want it, customized and everything. And that's not the last you see of us. We will bug you for a while after that. And then we usually like to get in touch again on people's anniversaries and things and just check in and look at some photos and things and whatnot together. But everything is in a customer portal for everybody, so they have access to their information at all times as well. Their booking details, when their dress is due, all of those kinds of things.
Right, and that's really good. So it is for a couple as well. It's all there.
Yeah.
And it's more than just buying a dress as such.
Yeah, because there's so much that happens during that dress appointment. It's going to be impossible to remember it all. You know, we're going to have conversations about alterations. We're going to have conversations about timelines. We're going to have conversations about customizations, prices, all sorts. And you're going to leave and be like, what did they say again? So this way we know that you can click onto there and say, okay, in this email, here's my booking form. This is what I've ordered. Okay, that's right. And this is when it's due. Okay, that's perfect. And this is when my balance is due. Okay, great. So you have all that information to hand. And of course, you can email us anytime and WhatsApp us, and we're always happy to just have a quick check of things for you.
Yeah. Sizing can be quite a worrying thing for brides as well. And even, you know, trying on dresses that are maybe bigger or smaller and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's your advice there? What's your advice around that?
I would say go into the situation of trying on dresses knowing that it is not going to be the same size as your high street clothing.
Yeah.
If you go in with that expectation of this is going to be bigger than what I normally wear, and that's okay, that will make the experience much more pleasant. So bridal sizing tends to run between 2 and 4 sizes smaller, depending on the fabric, the structure, the designer. Every designer has their own size chart.
Yeah.
So if you are a size 12, you might end up wearing a size 18 in a wedding dress.
Yeah.
If you're a size 18, you might end up wearing a 20, or you might end up wearing a 26.
Yeah.
It just completely depends. So I think if you go into the situation knowing that, okay, this is not going to be my normal high street size, that's totally fine, because in one dress you could be one size and another a different size. It's kind of a little bit all made up. Then it's going to be a much more pleasant experience for you. Yeah. You're going to be able to look at the dress as a whole rather than focus on the size.
And that shouldn't worry you, I suppose, is
not at all. Because there might be one that you put on and it is your high street size and it fits you perfectly. It might be another one you put on that's 4 sizes bigger. It's really, every designer has their own size chart, and different fabrics behave in different ways. You'll sometimes get fabrics that have a bit of stretch and give, and you'll get others that are really stiff and heavily boned and don't.
Yeah.
So you really can't, or I wouldn't recommend focusing on the size. And we try not to talk about it too much until we're doing sizing, whenever you've purchased your dress and we're choosing what size is going to be the best fit for you, because it does just vary so wildly, and it's not a reflection on who you are.
Yeah. In terms of booking an appointment, do you offer appointments as well, sort of out hours and stuff, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we have we do evening appointments as well, and then of course Saturdays, which would be our busiest days. We also offer walk-in appointments on weekdays, which would be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We're closed on a Wednesday, and they're free of charge. So if you come into the shop and one of the girls is available, they're more than happy to help you try on some dresses. However, if you would like the full bridal experience with a dedicated staff member in our bridal suite, you would need to book an appointment in advance. And certainly for our evening and Saturdays, we recommend booking in advance because they tend to go the quickest.
So you mentioned you had an in-house brand. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so that's where the name Rebecca James Bridal came from. And we started Rebecca James Bridal as a brand a couple of years ago. I was getting a little frustrated with not being able to find particular styles or dress shapes and things available in a wide range of sizes, or that didn't have what I felt was good enough structure for a curve dress, things like that. So we ended up reaching out to a few manufacturers, and we came up with Rebecca James Bridal. So we have our own in-house designs, and all of them have very strong boning. So that was a lot of back and forward with multiple different manufacturers to get that right. And we can also then make adjustments. So say, for example, Dale, you would love a backless dress. And I'm like, okay, girl, here's a backless dress for you. And you're like, oh, that's a little too backless. It's like, okay, that's not a problem. We are able to manipulate those things and be like, right, we'll bring the back up 2 inches for you then. Oh, that's perfect. So it gives us a lot of freedom as well to give brides the perfect dress for them at their body shape, rather than just, here you go, you'll have to go and get that fixed somewhere else. We're able to do it straight away.
Very personalised.
100%, yeah. So it means you're really able to get, even down to things like we've put the top of one dress and the bottom together of another, or we've done one dress but in a different fabric, things like that. It gives us so much freedom. So we've really enjoyed having the brand and expanding on that. We've recently added around 15 dresses to the collection. So I'm starting to post those a little bit on our social media. We'll have more content with those coming shortly, but we're able to adjust things to suit brides, their bodies, their personalities, more so than just your standard go in, pick a dress, and that's it sort of experience. So that's kind of what initially led us to starting the brand was finding more styles and things that we wanted, and then it's turned into this sort of, really great experience we're able to offer people. And a lot of the time, if somebody says, I really love this dress, but I want it in black, well, we have a graphic designer on staff who will turn a photograph of you in that dress black, or say you want it blue, they'll turn it blue so that you can see what it would look like. And you're not just having to hope or guess or things like that, which has been really fantastic for quite a few of our brides. Or put the top of this one together and the skirt of this. What is that going to look like on me? Well, we can show you.
So how far in advance should brides be looking about the dresses? And I suppose who could you bring with you on your day, or who should you bring with you?
Yeah, so we usually recommend 12 to 18 months in advance of the date. So if you're getting married in July, you want to look between January and July of the previous year. That's going to give you the most options. You can always get things rush if it is a shorter time frame, and you can also buy off the peg. So there are options, but to have absolutely everything at your disposal and be able to do a million customizations, or go to multiple different boutiques to try things, we recommend a minimum of 12 to 18 months. With that said, we get brides that buy 2-3 years in advance. We've had plenty of 2028 brides in buying already this year, because a lot of people do find that they kind of can't continue planning the rest until they have their look sorted, and then they can sort of be like, oh, well, what flowers will go with my dress? What decor will go with my dress? What bridesmaids will go with my dress? And sort of move on from there. But 12 to 18 months is kind of the sweet spot. You're going to get, new collections and things like that, but also have enough time to do any looking around bits and pieces that you want to do. In terms of the appointment on the day, we recommend that you keep it to 3 people or less. It's just that situation of too many cooks in the kitchen, really. Everybody's going to have an opinion, and sometimes people are thinking more about, well, I wouldn't wear that, not, oh, I think that looks nice on you. They're they sort of, it can be hard for people to take themselves out of that situation.
Maybe something whenever you've chosen a dress, you can maybe then
100%,
down the line.
So we get brides that will come into us for their first appointment on their own, or with just their mum, or just their best friend or sister, just maybe one person, and then they might come back for a second appointment and bring their mum and their granny and show them the 3 dresses that they've narrowed it down to, or the 2 dresses they've narrowed it down to, and go from there, so that they're really able to choose something that they love, and they're not being heavily influenced by other people's preferences.
Brilliant. In terms of social media and stuff, for brides starting out as well, how can they find you on that, or social media, the website? What's the best sort of place to start?
So we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, and we are on TikTok as well. All of them are at Rebecca James Bridal, and you'll see lots of silly TikToks. We do plenty of those. And we also do videos that show our dresses in motion, so people can see all the angles and the moving and things like that. And also on our website, RebeccaJamesBridal.com, you can head on there and have a look, and you can book your appointment through there. There's lots of frequently asked questions and things on there too. And you can message us on any of our platforms, and we're more than happy to help you out with things. If you have questions about pricing or anything like that, you can go on and pop us a wee message, and we're more than happy to help.
Brilliant. I think we've touched on lots today.
Yeah.
I think there's lots of great information there as well for brides. It's starting out in their wedding planning journey.
Yeah.
And where they start with the wedding dresses.
Yeah.
And best luck with the business change, Niamh.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
As always, I wish you lots of success. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks. And bye for now.